So you said recently that you thought that you, as an outspoken critic, could be a target yourself. Some people think that sounds overdramatic, but I'm right there with you. I think that he is so vindictive.
Yeah.
You serious? This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to play a clip from Rachel Maddow because these people, they really keep my job going. They give me so much material. Like my videos go viral because these women so stupid. So there's a part of me that enjoys the fact that they're dumb, and I hope they keep doing dumb stuff because it's definitely making my YouTube channel good. But where do these people come from? You would think that at this point, when you make so much money and you have such a platform, that you can be nuanced in a way that doesn't make you look like a complete idiot. But don't listen to me. Listen to Rachel Maddow, clip 1, and see what this fool said on The View.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because there's been a lot of talk about Trump seeking retribution if he gets into office, for his legal troubles, for his personal troubles, for his hair, whatever. He always has somebody to blame, you know? So you said recently that you thought that you, as an outspoken critic, could be a target yourself. Some people think that sounds overdramatic, but I'm right there with you. I think that he is so vindictive that he will go after however he has to, through the IRS maybe, or even through sponsors to get us off the air, maybe, or you. Yeah. How seriously should we be taking that?
Well, so I was asked, am I worried about me? And my answer was, I'm worried about all of us. I'm no more worried about me than I am worried about everybody in the country. I think it's bad to have somebody saying, give me as much power as you can in this country so I can use it to go after other Americans, so I can use it to go after these subhuman internal enemies, and I'll destroy them. Like, that's just not a good system for anybody. And I don't think anybody's safe if that's the sort of basis on which he wants to get more power.
Well, remember when Nixon had an enemies list? That was a proud moment for a lot of people if they were on the enemies list. Maybe we need to turn it around like that.
Well, I think that if he decides that he's going to go after you or me or anybody who's well known, we have resources. We'll likely be fine. But I think there's a pattern where he picks out individual people and effectively terrorizes them.
But
I mean, there's Stormy Daniels wearing a bulletproof vest to get into the courthouse.
Once you have political violence, you have fascism following that. So you've characterized some of Trump's rhetoric as being pornographically violent. It's a good phrase. I like it. In just the last weeks, he's joked about his supporters committing suicide. Listen to this. Did you catch this? Yeah. He tells them, wouldn't it be better to commit suicide than to vote for Biden? He's going full Jim Jones now.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's like the Kool-Aid thing. Yeah. Is he losing it or what? Do they think he's kidding when he says that? What?
There is something that's going on that's just, aside from all the politics of it, just deeply weird. Like, who's into Hannibal Lecter as a character?
And just throwing it out there.
And just throwing it out there. Like, first of all, that movie is very old.
Or the sharks.
Second, or the sharks.
He's afraid of sharks.
When he talks about crime, he doesn't just talk about crime. He draws you through it. And then they got stabbed, and then they turned the weapon, and then when he was talking the stupid thing about the sharks, he had to go the extra detail to talk about the woman getting her leg bit off. And, I mean, it's
Stormy Daniels says he's afraid of sharks.
I think he's afraid of sharks, but I also think he's trying to make us all afraid of everything.
Yeah. But if you know what, if sharks vote for him, then he'll like them again.
There is something weird about talking about things in really bloody, violent terms all the time. I think it's
well, if you don't have anything else to say, what do you do?
He doesn't have.
He's trying to reach people emotionally, so that reason is off the table, and we're just reacting emotionally.
Yeah. I think people are starting to go, you know what? This is exhausting.
It is exhausting.
And I think people are starting to go, okay, whatever. You and your sharks, go with God. It's all good.
You and Hannibal Lecter.
You and Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. We're going to come back with...
Come on. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is she talking about? What person has Donald Trump effectively chosen and picked out and destroyed their life? Name one. See, I'm telling y'all, bruh, these people know how dirty they are, and they're terrified that Trump might just do the same thing that they doing to him. Trump could have put Hillary Clinton up under the jail, and he didn't do nothing. Trump could have got Director Comey put in a prison, and he did nothing. Trump could have went after companies and could have investigated people. He could have investigated the Clinton Foundation. He could have investigated all kinds of people. Trump didn't do none of that. But what they're doing is they're going after Trump. They're going after his family. They were investigating Trump Jr. They were wiretapping his facility at the Trump Tower, wiretapping him, trying to catch him in a lie, catch him in some conversation with a foreign government. They did a 3-year investigation into Donald Trump. They've indicted him 155,000 times. They're the ones doing it, not Trump, but they're terrified. And these people talking about Trump's going to come after you. What do you mean? How is Trump going to come after Rachel Maddow? You little boy looking girl. Ain't nobody coming after you. Ain't nobody worried about you. Looking like a poodle. Looking like a poodle that they cut the hair too low on. Ain't nobody worried about you, Rachel Maddow. You ain't have no power. Nobody watching your show. You dumb. Donald Trump ain't got to go after you. What are you going to do? Go after your little money you making? Donald Trump is a billionaire. Get out of here. They just make up stuff. See, he's like, he picks certain people that he just ruined. Who? Who is Donald Trump ruined? Joe Biden? I mean, come on. Who is he ruined? Somebody name the person? Can somebody name the person? Another clip. Go to clip 2.
Alyssa has a question.
So, Rachel, I want to ask you a provocative question because I respect your take on these things so much. You and I share the belief that Donald Trump's a threat to democracy, our institutions. I don't know that the stakes have been this high in modern history in a presidential election. Yet, I'm skeptical of polls. We all are. Trump continues to outperform Biden in key battleground states. Is there a world in which Democrats should have a backup plan for Joe Biden?
A backup plan?
If he needed to be replaced on the ticket. If we're 3 months out and Trump's still beating him in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, and North Carolina.
I mean, I think the backup plan is run a better campaign, right? There's no reason that Joe Biden's record as a president is a very, very strong record. I mean, we are the economic envy of the world.
Right.
Doesn't mean our economy is perfect, but literally we are the envy of the world. We've got a better situation than anybody. We've got unemployment rates that we haven't seen in generations. We've got economic growth that any major country in the world would kill for.
Yeah, but that's not the information that they're getting on Fox.
But it's true. And so Biden hasn't been disqualified from running for the presidency by anything having to do with any of his performance. It's just that it's going to be a tough fight. Yeah. And so I think the backup plan is fight harder. Yeah. The backup plan is make sure you win the Senate. The backup plan is people should volunteer earlier and do more and give more money and do all of those things. And there's no reason, I think, to have it be, there be this fantasy that Biden's not the president and that Biden isn't the nominee. He is and he's going to be. And I think that's a fixed variable.
First of all, the Farrar girl is such an idiot. Every time I see her, if I was a ghost, I'd push her off that chair. I can't stand her. These women have no soul and backbone and nothing, no real conscious views. Every person on The View hates Trump. They can't find a single person. Why don't they put a person on there that's a real Republican? Not these Democrats or these people that want to be in bed with Democrats. And then you go to Rachel Maddow and them. Listen, a threat to democracy. I'm sick of it. A threat to democracy? The man was the president already. What did he do while he was president? All of a sudden, this fictitious reality exists where Donald Trump is this evil villain. He was already the president and he did none of the stuff y'all saying. He had every reason, every right to do everything that y'all claim he did, but he didn't. If he wanted to remain in power, you would think the man would rig it while he's in office so he don't get out of office. Why in the F would a man lose the presidency and then rig it so he can get back in? If anything, if he had the ability to do all this stuff y'all saying, he would have just rigged it the first time so he never left office. He literally lose the election, allegedly, and now he's going to somehow be the boogeyman and rig the election this time and rig the polls. And come on, man, shut the front door. Hold the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. How do they get away with getting on television and just flat out lying to people? I just don't understand how they get away with it. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. In what way? if that man really, like, I just can't understand how people are so stupid. God gave us a very intuitive mind that if we just massage and exercise it a little bit, we would be intelligent. And people are just so intellectually lazy today that it's mind-blowing to me. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. What do you mean? If Donald Trump wanted to cause an insurrection, he could have had the whole Capitol burned to the ground. There was hundreds of thousands of people at his rally. And you're telling me 1,000 people engaged and probably only 50 people engaged in a violent engagement that didn't even result in anybody getting killed. But if Donald Trump was trying to cause an insurrection, he got millions and millions and millions of people that follow him. He's literally giving a speech in front of hundreds of thousands of people. If he wanted to say, everybody go and storm the Capitol, this is wrong, then I would say he had everything to do with the Capitol. The man effing said, do not go and be violent. Peacefully protest. How on planet Earth do you get he caused an insurrection when he told people to be peaceful? What are we saying here? That's like if somebody was on top of my building and they jumped off and killed themselves. I'm talking spearhead. They went straight down, boom, and hit the parking lot off the third floor of this building. And then I'm on a megaphone saying, don't do it. God loves you. We can rescue you. I do not want you to hurt yourself. Please come down safely. Do not jump off the building. And he jumps, and then on the news they go, Brandon Tatum told him to kill himself. He told him to jump. That man would be alive today if it wasn't for Brandon Tatum telling him to kill himself and jump headfirst off the building. On record, on video, on Twitter, in front of the world, he said, do not go and be violent. What in the F are we talking about at this point? He should be able to sue the socks off of these people for getting on television and just lying about his character. This is defamation. And they get on there and say it anyway. They don't want to replace Joe Biden. It's the best economy. Donald Trump, all he has to do during the debate is say, every time Joe Biden say something, he look at the camera and say, do y'all believe that? I know y'all don't believe that crap. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Hold the phone.